Welcome to Eat Big or Stay Motherfucking Small. Thought I'd do that a little bit more aggressive this morning, just to give you a little bit of motivation in regards to, right, I need to sort my fucking nut out, I need to get up and I need to eat some fucking food. Just sort it out. If you're eating like a pussy, thinking, oh, fuck this, I'll miss a meal, sort it out. Sort it out, you pussy boy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Comment down below how you are. Get a lot of good feedback, well, hopefully a lot of good feedback on these videos, and you guys seem to enjoy it. Oh, look, and check that out. He's having a shit. Hey, look at him, he's having a shit. Lovely. As usual, if you can like the video, subscribe if you're new around here, get a lot of good feedback, and hopefully you enjoy these videos. What I want to do in my videos is I want you guys to just take like 20 minutes of your day just to forget about the fucking bollocks within your life, with that stress, with the missus, stress in life, just overall stress, and just relax time. I want to be that 20 minutes that you can just relax, enjoy, get a little bit entertainment, a little bit education, all that kind of good bollocks. Let's get on with it, motherfuckers. Seasoning of choice, smoked paprika, whack it open, bam, 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 bam.
Hopefully you guys end up search for a player like Sahaya in the...
Okay, so meal number one, looking pretty strong of our. If you ask me, I tell you. 3 whole eggs, 100 grams of this cooked salmon. This is a salmon I used from Lidl, believe it or not. Quite expensive, I'll be honest with you. I don't have it all the time, but if I have a little bit of financial, you know, like a little bit of money in my pocket, I'll treat myself to a little bit of salmon here and there, not gonna lie to you. If I'm poor as fuck, I'll stick to the eggs because it's much cheaper. Again, both same kind of nutritional values, and then we have 125 of trimmed green beans in there. That is pretty much meal number one, motherfuckers. Now, I've spoken about pro-fat meals in the morning, and my reasoning behind that, I just feel like as soon as I have carbohydrates in the morning, I just get very lethargic. I feel like I can't be fucked to do anything. I generally just want to lay down and watch, like, I don't know, like Power on Netflix, which I'm still catching up on, by the way. I'm on season 5, episode 7. But anyway, what was I fucking saying? Chatting shit. Yeah, I find that just having protein and fats allows me just to get on with what I need to do. I like to be quite productive in regards to doing my work in the mornings and doing editing and stuff like that. As soon as I have carbohydrates, I want to go to bed. So that's the reason why I have pro fats in the morning. Give it a try if you don't like it. Don't do it if you like it. Do it. Down to you, motherfuckers. So a few bits we picked up from the shop. If anyone gives a fuck, some orange and pineapple squash. This is what I use in regards to my intra workout, obviously. Cinnamon raisin bagels from Warburton's. Don't know how you say it. With egg whites, again, I'd rather get them online, but sometimes I just completely forget, and I don't like spending 18 quid on, let's say, 5 litres of egg whites. I'd rather spend 3 quid here and there. Typical wanker. I haven't rocked this hat for about 6 months. OG subscribers will know about this hat. This is the OG subscriber hat, which I always wear. I've thrown it on today. I was thinking, gee, looking like a bit of a Viking too with it on. I wear the same clothes all the time. I just wear the same shit all the time, but who cares? Who gives a shit? Anyway, what I'm gonna say is, I have one online coaching spot for October. It's October the 1st today. If you want to sort out your nut, message me. I have my email down below. I have my Instagram down below. If you want to sort your fucking bean out, you want to sort your nut out, you need a bit of accountability, you need a bit of programming, sorting out your bit. That's the only plug I'm doing. If I let you out, you do shit on the grass. Don't do shit on the pathway. See, look how much grass there is here. He shits here. Deary me. Oi, shit on the grass. So the missus is a diamond and she bought me FIFA 19. Add me. My PS4 will be on the screen right now. Add me and I'll fuck you up. I've played 3 subscribers, not already, but in FIFA 18 I played 3 subscribers, undefeated. So if you think you're Billy Bib Bollocks and you want to play the Georgie boy, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not scared. Look at me. I'm not bloody scared. Let's bloody do it. Come on then. You want some? You fucking want it? I'm actually speaking to myself, like, in the house. Although I'm speaking to you guys right now, I'm speaking to myself in the house, and I actually think that's quite weird, but, I'll fucking take you on, boys. So, guys, pre-workout, you already know what's going down. Wake her up to change the colour of the box. It used to be, like, blue, now it's kind of white. I don't like it, by the way, Quaker Oats, if you're watching. First, start off with 100 grams of oats. And with 100 grams of oats, I put 400 millilitres of water within my oats. Once your oats is to consistency which you like, you add your protein in, which for me is the Pure Whey Isolate 90 chocolate cookies from bulk powders. 30 grams going in near enough perfect. I'm fussy about that. Whoa, how's that drop down? Go on, there we go, 30 grams. Whoa, hang on, these scales are shit. I also add 1 banana in, but what I do with my banana, I don't know if you guys are picky like this. I cut the ends off. I can't eat the ends of the banana. I don't know why, the texture in my mouth just feels fucking hideous. Oh, by the way, I changed jumper, because you might see, always change jumper, in case you gave a fuck. I reckon about 100 grams of banana, which I just pretty much cut on top of my oats. So with my pre-workout, I'll add 1 gram of pink Himalayan salt on top of my... Who the bloody fucking home phone's ringing. As I was really interrupted, 1 gram of pink Himalayan salt again. Salt is very good for uptake of nutrition, all that kind of good bollocks. And also you want to pump in a gymnasium, I'd recommend adding some salt into your diet. But again, 1 gram of pink Himalayan salt. And this is what it looks like, because I know people like to look at the presentation, man, of my fucking oats, man. Nothing special, just gooey, sticky, nice oats. So after eating my food, I sit around for about 20 minutes or so, just let my stomach settle a little bit, and I go for a little 5-minute walk around the block. Just a 5-minute little walk, just to kind of relax my mind, think about what I'm going to be training, what I'm going to be doing in my particular session, and it also helps with a little bit of digestion as well. I find just going for a little walk eases my kind of, I don't know, I feel a little bit more relaxed. The more relaxed, the better my digestion is. I find that when I'm really stressed, really thinking about fuck what I need to do, fucking when I get home, what I need to do work-wise, all that kind of shit, I feel like I'll just have to run to the toilet so I don't go for a shit, you know what I mean? Try and always get yourself into a relaxed state, and I find that just even walking around the block, just for 5 minutes, just helps me get into that relaxed state. I need to think, right, forget about the bollocks, forget about this and that, just focus at the task at hand. Try it, it might not work for you, it might work for you, but that's something I do myself.
15, rest, 15, rest, 15, straight into the Achilles of protecting performance or increasing performance. So yeah, another.
So usual setup in regards to my pre and intra workout. I went through it last video, so I won't go into too much detail. In here we have 7 grams of citrulline, 5 grams of beta or beta alanine, whatever you want to fucking call it, and 2 grams of pink Himalayan salt. I'll drink that on the way to the gym. The gym's about a 10-minute drive for me, if that. I also have that with a black coffee. Nothing too crazy. Not really a big fan of pre-workouts. If anything, I'd make my own pre-workout. I think the shit that you see online is just dosed very poorly, I think. I think it just sells people dreams. They think it's a sick pre-workout, but you don't actually know what you're putting into your body. So that's one thing to consider when buying pre-workouts. Are they actually clinically dosed, or are they just a fucking waste of time? Intra-workout, we have 25 grams of highly branched cyclodextrin, 15 grams of EAAs and 5 grams of creatine. Now, is there a benefit to having carbs during your training? I think yes, it's a way of getting calories in if you're struggling to get calories. Like I have 100 grams of calories within, 100 calories within this fucking drink. And also I find that you have a consistent energy throughout the session. For example, you notice that when you have your pre-workout, your energy levels at the beginning of that session will kind of be high, and then it will dip towards the end. With a highly branched cyclodextrin or carb source, you find that your energy levels are pretty consistent throughout, unless you're fucking killing yourself. And when to take creatine? Creatine, I take it whenever. I wouldn't be too fussed in regards to, right, I need to take creatine at 6 AM every fucking morning. I will take it whenever. For me, I take it intra-workout. It's just very easy, and it's something that I can remember taking, because sometimes I forget to actually take creatine, but if you're consistent with it, it doesn't matter too much. Here she is, the fucking new whip. No, I'm only joking. Here she is. It's the fucking pussy mobile. Jesus! Who would drive this? Let me know in the comments down below. Would you drive this Peng Ting? Because I fucking will.
Bell fuse up in here. Don't lie, don't you dare. On who like man don't care.
So usual fucking things I go through every single video. I really want to help you guys out in regards to the psychological aspect of the old gymnasium. You can't go in there. You can't be sitting there thinking, oh, I love my girlfriend. She's fucking so beautiful. I love her so much. I'm going to buy some flowers. No, fuck that. Oh, my missus, she's a cunt. Fuck that. Oh, stress at work. Got to do uni work. Oh, got to do this. Got to do that. Job. Fuck that. Get out of here. You, get out. You know what I mean? We need to fucking focus on the task at hand. You want to build some fucking muscle? You better get this fucking nut sorted. I tell you, I can't stress the importance of going to that gym thinking, right, I'm gonna fucking smash it. I'm gonna be the best fucker within this gym. I don't care who you are. I say it all the time. IB pro, natural pro, I don't care. I don't care. It's funny though, because I do not give a shit. This is George Osborne. I'm fucking George Edward Osborne. Such a white boy's name, isn't it? These are gonna get beaten today. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm gonna fucking beat these logbook numbers. Leg session going down. Cybex hack squat, one of the best hack squats within the business. Let's fucking do this, George. Come on! Right, so I spent about 5 minutes on the bike just warming up. It's quite cold in the UK, if anyone's not from the UK. It's getting a little bit colder now. So I like to ensure that I'm warming up quite nicely in regards to just something on the bike, nothing too strenuous, not taking away from performance or not really, just getting a little bit of the heart rate going, stuff like that, nothing too crazy. I also, one important factor that I want you to consider as well is when you use machines such as the seated leg curl, which you're probably watching right now, is the setup. So logbook your setup. So don't be just sitting on there with the settings that someone else used. For example, someone might have a seat much further back than what you're used to. Logbook what pin you had your seat, like the seat variation in, all the different attachments to the machine. Make sure you logbook it and make sure that's consistent, because you want your variables as consistent as possible. Don't be changing the variables. You'll feel it in a completely different place and the loading might be off, stuff like that. So always be consistent with your variables.
And then you'll feel a point as you're coming down where the stress will be quad to quad quad, and then it will flip to up here. That's the point you want to get. So that will feel like come to the lower, come to the lower, come to the lower. But just get that little bit lower, slowly, not that quick drop. So when you're doing that quick drop, it goes boom, boom. When you go down slowly, it will just transfer nice into there. That's when you know you've done the full rep. It's the whole quad works, and then back.
So a few things which have changed on the leg press. If you've been following me previously, you know what I'd be doing. I'd be basically, in a way, leaning forward, if you know what I mean. Like I wasn't resting my, I'd say, upper back on the padding. I think that's just because of a posture issue. I'm not really sure why I was doing that. I think it was just due to the fact that I could move more weight, if I'm totally honest with you. So what I have done going into this week is I have reset the movement, so I've decreased a bit of the loading. I've adjusted the seat so it ensures that I'm laying back and I'm going as deep as I can through the range of motion which I can go through. I mean, I'm tight. I mean, my calves are tight, everything's tight, hips are tight, lower back's tight, so my range of motion is fucking dreadful as it is. But I feel it a ton more in my quads compared to previously, if I'm honest with you, when I was just doing full range of motion, like depth, but I wasn't really feeling much in my quads, if I'll be honest with you. Right, so on the line leg curl, biggest tip I want to give you, fellas, if you have a missus, imagine being on top of her right now. You want to drive your hips into the pad. So imagine being on your missus and you're driving your hips into her vagina. Pretty much straightforward as that. That's the easiest and best way and relatable way which everyone can explain. Imagine driving your hips into that pad when you contract, when you do the concentric phase. Very straightforward. Reset, good eccentrics, and drive. Drive them hips. Contract. Very straightforward. That was a very good session. Got a lot of help from Gav, who's the owner of Iron Body, so I don't know if you watched this, probably very much doubt it. Appreciate you helping me out in regards to that. Sessions are like what? I'd probably say, if I'm honest with you, 2 hours to 2.5 hours altogether. It takes me about 30 minutes to warm up, if I'm honest with you. I really like to warm up. I found that my injuries have, fingers crossed, have gone downhill at the moment, which is fucking good. But as usual, you know what I'm doing. I am chatting a load of fucking bollocks, which you think, come on George, you want to see the food in. We don't want to see you talking about shit, which is great. Some people want to see me talk about shit, but most people want to go, fuck this George, we want to see the food, man, I'm clicking off this shit. Post-workout is coming to you in 3, 2, 1. Post-workout part 1. 3 cinnamon and raisin bagel thins, 300 milliliters of egg whites, a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and a little bit of squirt and ketchup, which I didn't give a fuck about tracking. That's part 1, motherfuckers. Part 2 coming up. Part 2 of post-workout, 135 grams of the finest Rice Krispies with some unsweetened almond milk. I will discuss after I eat this, because I'm hungry as fuck, the rationale behind the post-workout fucking food, man, and the post-workout window, man.
I want to wait till he's 80, when he's 80. has grown by 1 more. We're now level on point.
So ideally with our post-workout, for me, it is my biggest meal of the day in regards to calories and carb-wise. What I typically like to do is keep carbohydrates very high, so anywhere between, for me right now, it's about 200 grams of carbohydrates post-workout, and then roughly about 50 grams of protein, and then we're looking at roughly about 3 to 5 grams of fat. We want to keep our fats quite low within this period, or this post-workout window, so we can uptake nutrition more efficiently, because as we already know, the fats slow down the uptake of carbohydrates, or generally just slow down the uptake of just nutrition itself. So I would recommend keeping carbohydrates quite high to not replenish ourselves when we work out, but just to restore what we've kind of potentially lost in the workout window ideally. So carbs high, fats low, and a good adequate amount of protein. That's the rationale behind post-workout, really. Meal number 4, 240 grams of cooked weighed long grain rice. We have 150 grams of cooked weighed chicken, and we also have 150 grams of like cauliflower and broccoli. Pink Himalayan salt, ketchup on top, you're good to fucking go. That is post-workout meal number 4. So as to sell like these, the weigh box, they're fucking absolutely dreadful. And also being at a shop, it's like 10 o'clock at night. People shop at 10 o'clock at night, that's fucking weird in my opinion. Like, seeing people walk around like doing their normal shop, it's a little bit booky in all honesty, but that's what people do, they fucking do it, you know what I mean? But for me, I'm a bit like, oh, this feels a little bit weird. But yeah, fucking got some protein, man.
God damn! You ain't gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna eat here for you.
So I've actually never tried this flavour of protein before, so let's hope it goes well. I can't do this one now, dude, fuck's sake. Okay, so final meal of the day, 40 grams of whey from that shitty whey box protein. I don't know how good this is gonna be, but we'll find out. And then 100 grams of the finest Quaker oats. I like having oats before bed recently. I find that my sleep efficiency is a lot better. And I also like oats. I like having a little bit of fat as well, just to blunt the uptake of carbohydrates, because there's nothing worse than waking up hungry as fuck when you wake up first thing in the morning. So a little bit of fat in there and you're good to go. So a little bit of pink Himalayan salt will go on there. I like to salt all my meals. And then we're gonna go to bed. The final meal is coming to you at 25 to 11 at night. And I'll eat this, and typically I'll go to bed about midnight, something like that. So guys, rounding up this video with just a little bit of a summary in regards to what my nutritional intake and all that kind of good bollocks, because loads of people like to know that. Do not fucking ask me on Instagram though. Do not ask me, watch my videos. So my total intake was 3,350 calories. I had 240 grams of protein. Now people in the comment section be like, that's too much fucking protein, George, you don't need that amount of protein. Typically that's the small cunts that say that. So if you're watching this and thinking that's too much protein, George, fuck you. Don't give a shit. 448 grams of carbohydrates, 39 grams of fiber, 66 grams of sugar. Oh, sugar's bad for you, George, you shouldn't have sugar. Fuck you. And then 59 grams, so 60 grams of fat. That is my current intake. If anyone gives a fuck, that is it. So I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this video. Sincerely hope that you've enjoyed it, I should say. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe around here. Comment down below pen if you've watched the whole thing. As usual, I appreciate every motherfucker watching me. Sit back, relax, enjoy. There's plenty more videos on the channel. Plenty more to come as well. Any comments, leave them down below. Your protein too fucking high, George. Fuck you. Fuck you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you in a bit.